hello Ashley, I'm going to mark your paper, but I want to first praise you for highlighting the keywords to the question and the question focus. Okay, very good. And also you pick out the context and the various key evidences with the stand for each source. Okay, so please keep this up. So let's start with question 1A. Okay, 1A is asking what does source A tell you about management of discrimination. So in this case, it's a general question focus. You need to specify is it effective or ineffective. Okay, since this question is asking about effectiveness. Okay, let's look at your answer. Source A tells me about was still not too bad. Okay, evidence from overall survey, most agreed positively. I need to see 80.4%. Good thing, only 4.4 disagreed. Okay, L3 for evidence, good. Not bad, agreed. Discrimination was not a major problem. Okay, L3, so I can give you full marks, good job. Okay, let's look at next question. Why was this infographic published? So was published to criticize Australia's government. That was poorly done. Good. Stop discrimination. For who to stop? Okay, so you should say for the government to stop this racism from happening. Okay, but social cohesion is low, reported discrimination is high. Evidence, L3. Okay, this shows that there is contradiction. Is this contradiction, or are you misinferring? Okay, social cohesion, that means how well people get together, is low. It is saying that discrimination is high, so there is no contradiction here. Okay, not multicultural. Yes, this is the context. Okay, so in this case, your outcome must be an action taken by the audience. Okay, please remember this will be the highest mark. So in this case, I can only give you up to L4, 5. Okay, because the 6 mark, let me double check. Should be L4. Wait, give me a minute. Should be L4, 6. The final 7 mark is for the outcome. Okay, let's look at third question. How different are sources C and D? How different, meaning there is some similarity, right? So I need one similarity and one difference. This should always be the case for comparison question. Okay, so both source C and D are similar in saying that there is discrimination. Okay, let me see. Source D. Okay, I suspect you misinfer source D, but let's see. We are all terrorists. Okay, this shows that those people who do not care how others will actually felt form of discrimination. Okay, your explanation and inference is a bit funny. It's not exactly that people do not care, okay, because they simply just based on their skin color, okay, because the aboriginals are dark skinned, when they see them they just assume that they are dangerous. That is the discrimination. Okay, so similarly also states that me take a look. Should change their behavior. Okay, in this case, your argument is interesting. You pick this line, extent to which should change their behavior, 68% agreeing we should do more to learn. So I can accept what you are arguing for, that actually majority do not know enough. Okay. This shows that Australia having inappropriate behavior that resulted in there's a need to change this behavior. Okay. But I cannot accept this part because it is not shown in source D. Okay, unless you argue that 68% agree that they have to learn more, this shows that they do not already know enough. That means they haven't befriended enough people to find out about their lives. If you argue that way, I can give it to you. Okay, so in this case, I think this matching, cannot give you a high mark. Let's look at your difference. Okay, difference in stating whether there is social cohesion. Okay, this is your common criteria. It's very clear. I believe in a peaceful approach. Okay, in a very rude way. Okay, so you want to prove that she is being approached in a very rude way, right? Instead of saying I believe in a peaceful approach, why not you quote this part? She got abused verbally. Okay, so maybe pick a more direct evidence. Okay, however, source D states that remain a stable cohesive society. This is easy, not a major problem. Okay, hence they differ in whether there is social cohesion. Let me see. Both of your paragraphs, one source is okay but the other source is not okay. I can only give you let me think. Do not care. Okay, I think I can only give you for this. Okay, so it will be L3, 3 marks. Okay, because there are some gaps here and there, so I cannot award you full. Okay, let's look at the fourth question. Okay, in what ways is source E reliable about discrimination? So again, it's general. You need to state very clearly in your point. Is there or is there not? Okay, reliable in saying that there is discrimination, there are racism. Okay, again, evidence. If we look at source E, they are saying since blah blah blah, these 3 lines is actually an introduction, because this author actually go on to ask, is this still a fair assessment today? So you cannot use this as the main claim. It's not strong. What this author is really trying to say that it is, but it follows this part to answer her own question. Okay, so you should pick this as the evidence. Make sense? Okay, so not the main evidence. So this shows that racism is still a major problem. As a result, there is discrimination. Okay, weak L3. Okay, when I cross with source B also says that, or you can just see supports in saying that there is racism. Next 1 month 5%. Every month there's an increase. Every month there's an increase. Okay. If you want to say that every month there is an increase in number of people experiencing discrimination, actually if you look at source B, this figure is the same. It's just that 5% experience once a month. There is no sense of increase. If you want to talk about increase, you should compare over the past 2 years, 2012 to 2014, 6% increase. You should do this part, not this part, if you want to argue for increase. Okay? So, support reliable. Okay, in this case, please take note this part. Okay, inaccurate inference. Okay, so I can only award you up to L3. Be very careful, actually, a lot of careless mistake. L3 3. Okay, because your explanation is not, or your evidence is not the main one. And when it comes to this part, it's not exactly an increase. Okay, but largely the structure is there. Let's look at the last question. Source F, how useful ensuring that Australia has not been effective. Okay, showing the useful not being effective. Unequal treatment, 12 to 9% prison. Okay, L3. This unequal treatment in Australia, how so? You need to tie back with the way they are being judged. Okay, so this is really saying that they are being judged based on skin color. Okay. Unfairly judged by skin color rather by actions. This will be a better explanation rather than just saying that it's unequal treatment. Okay, this is a claim without explanation. Shows that Australia is not effective. So I can only give it L33 as aspect for evidence but no explanation. Just like this case. Okay. Similarly, when I cross refer also says that just by looking at race and ethnicity, we are all terrorists. People who look like terrorists often get accused by other people when they are not. Okay, this is a okay cross-reference, but I cannot award you because the original source itself, this one, is not explained in full enough. Okay, so let's look at the last question. Okay, extract 1 is saying that the context is increasing diabetes. Okay, 2 possible causes. So when the question asks you to look at 2 ways to help prevent, it's asking for solutions. In the exam, if you are stuck, you can go back to the extract to think of possible solutions. Okay, this is the question focus which I need to see you coming back to as a link later. Okay, 2 ways. Organized mass talk, easy exercise steps. Okay, at community clubs, what tips, measures after listening to the talk. Okay, L2, all these are description. This may decrease number of people who have diabetes. After attending a talk, may do a survey. Okay, in this case, this final part, right? Instead of saying whether this program is whether this program will be effective, you should argue how listening to the talk will decrease the number of people. So missing explanation. Okay, if I were to ask you during school assembly, I give you a talk. Based on the talk, will you change your action? It depends, right? So you need to explain for me. You can say something like okay, after seeing how their daily actions can actually contribute to the quality of their health, residents can first be convinced that there is a need to do so. Only upon then they will possibly take actions to change their lifestyle in order to prevent diabetes. Make sense? Okay, so let's look at your second one. Exercise steps, do at home. Okay, how? Through TV or what? Okay, I need more description here. So benefits that convenient, based on of exercise, easy, do with neighbors. Okay, this good relationship is not what the question wants, so there is no marks for this. Okay, so I need to see how does exercising prevent diabetes. Okay, so again there is a missing explanation. You cannot just say people exercise therefore they have less diabetes. What is the in between steps? Okay, so there are only two okay, there's a description of this, so I can give it L2 for. Okay, missing explanation for both. I will highlight for you. Okay, so I'll calculate the marks for you now.